I'm here at GTEx Europe, which is taking place this time in Berlin. Now, GTEx is linked to lots of digital tech startups. One of the reasons I've come here is to see what's going on in the AI world. Because we see everyone saying AI, AI, AI. There's going to be a lot of AI, not just exhibitors, but also tech startups. So let's go along and see what they've got. Right, much better. Okay, so what megapixel? Is this an 8 megapixel?
8 megapixel.
But even on 4 megapixel, it shouldn't be that. Like, that is a bit blocky.
Yes, 4 megapixel. You can see it on the core in the middle of the 3 digits. And this one is an 4 megapixel. And this is a thing about the
Stream?
No, not the stream. Maybe.
The coding?
Yeah,
the encoding?
Maybe, yes. The problem is, since 2 days, everybody is playing around
With the settings.
Switching some settings. But both of them, I think, in my benefit section, you are completely.
Okay. I've not tested the camera yet.
You can have one of them, and then you can test it.
I need to test it yet.
Yeah. Can I scan your badge?
Yeah, but I'm not in Germany.
Yeah, you're in UK.
Yeah.
I already some. Just a second. We will link you to our colleagues in UK.
Yeah, I speak to one of the colleagues, Steve. He is in the UK office. Steve Klapaskiak.
I think
He's like a field sales.
I have to check. But you're on the list.
Do you want business card or not? You don't need card.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking. If this way will not work, you can every time come back to me, and I can link you to my UK colleagues.
Okay. Well, I have heard good reviews on the products.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen some installers who've installed them, and all they've been saying is good things like.
That's absolutely. I changed my old company to come to
Where did you used to be before?
Motorola.
So a Vigilon kind of
Avigilon,
stuff.
yeah. Avigilon
Okay.
was my major brand the last 15 years.
Okay.
And,
And you left them to join.
and not only because they switched to the sales team in Germany, and I was not, I had not the same opinion about the strategy.
Yeah.
And I was asked to join TV Link,
Okay.
responsible for CCTV. And I said, okay, this is a good opportunity, I will do that. And the product is quite good.
How long have you been with?
7 months.
7 months. I personally, I see it's a growing brand
Yeah.
in terms of.
Absolutely, but there's a really USB on that thing.
What's
on
that?
The CCTV system. It's a full integration into the IT.
The IT environment, yeah.
I think you can handle the whole IT environment, including CCTV. And in my
Opinion?
no, experience.
Yeah.
When you're sitting on the table talking to a big end consumer, you already have one goalkeeper door
Opener.
No, not the opener. There's a man on the door who's fighting against you.
Oh yeah. The doorman.
It's the IT administrator.
That's right.
And then when you have an IT administrator on your side with a mother,
Then they're happy to take the CCTV. Okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. All right. See you later. Can you take some just individual shots of start talking to someone? You need to start recording there, and then there was a bit that we missed out, when I was talking to him. So just always record. If I just start. What's the features of this? What are the what can I see the thermal imaging work on this?
There's an application in the phone. Here it is. Takes a few seconds to
Wow. And how much are these phones?
Pardon?
How much are these?
These are really affordable. I think somewhere around 180 to 220 US dollars.
Is that it? 180 did you say?
Yes. These series ones are more affordable.
Which is the higher version of this? Or is this the most?
This for the whole thermal camera series with flash is even more affordable.
Wow. Can I see the flashlight? How powerful the flashlight is? Wow. And where can you buy these from?
We have Amazon stores and Shopify stores.
Can you get in the UK as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so on Amazon, yeah? Okay. How do you pronounce it? Dooji. Right, okay. Can I just make a video on this? Is it okay? Yes, thank you. Right, okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Come across this phone manufacturer called Dooji. Price, I'm quite surprised at how the price of this is approximately around about, let's say, $150 or so. But it's quite a ruggedized phone. The weight on this, I'd probably say it's about close to a kilo or so. But it's got a couple of features. If I show you the thermal, well, let me go into the torch first. The torch, the flashlight on this is is bright. You can see that. Okay, let me switch that off and let me go to the thermal imaging. So if I go to thermal eye, open that, takes a few seconds, and then it activates a thermal imaging camera, which is built into the unit. So you can actually see, I'm just moving around, and you can see where the heat is dissipating from. It's coming on that. I'm just going to buy one just for the fun of it, because it's got some great features. That's like a proper ruggedized phone. You drop that, and that's going to injure you if you were to drop that on yourself. It runs on the Android operating system. It's got fast charging, 8 gig basic, 12 gig virtual RAM, 256 gig ROM, 50 megapixel main camera. Right, let's open that up. 50 megapixel main camera. Let's open the camera. There we go, camera. Right, so this is 50 megapixel. Let's take an image. Oh, you have to go to the 50 megapixel, which is that one. Right, let's take an image. Not so sure. I'll have to get one and try it. But Dooji, I think they're available on the Amazon store. Looks nice. Right, okay, now if you just create some I've not really seen them. Only in London you got them.
Only in London, or every day. So go to the Ionos stand, There's actually a live map showing where every single bike in London is right now. Driving around, you can see where they're all.
And is it just you just advertising, or people, or have you got like the delivery drivers got in the couriers? Is it
They
couriers?
use by Uber Eats drivers, Deliveroo. What typically happens is rather than flying a bike, someone wants to ride for one of those companies, will be referred to us or find out about Admoto. Turn up, take one of these bikes, having checked out that they've got a license and so on. The bike's between £3 and £5 a day to hire. They're electric, so that's your insurance covered, that's all your range for the day covered. You do manage to use batteries up, you can call back into the hub and hotspot the batteries, 2 new ones in, the old ones out and moved. And whilst they're going out and showing adverts, the adverts are location aware, so it shows the right adverts for the right location.
Right. So if they're, let's say, in a place where it's pedestrianised, it might show bicycles or
Well, the people paying for adverts, people like Petrol, Paramount TV pays for adverts. But let's assume that McDonald's advertise, they might decide they don't want to advertise.
near a Burger King store or something.
And actually, quite recently, we've had people who don't want to advertise in schools. If you're a betting company, you cannot be showing advertising in schools.
Right.
So we can effectively just don't advertise here in the area, and it will stop showing adverts. And the opposite. So if you are selling school clothing,
What,
you might want to
uniforms
target
and stuff?
schools. So the videos, and secondly, we also count and collect data. So right now,
Great idea.
you have been counted. I've been counted. In fact, you've been
How does it pick that data up?
It uses a RF.
ID.
So we also sample the air. So bring the air in, and we sample for carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and various particulate sizes. There's a small laser on board which scatters light and tells us particle sizes. So we also started to get an incredibly accurate level of pollution across places like London.
Where's those sensors?
All built into the actual box. So, and we just rode these from London. I came here on this bike. This is the bike I rode all the way here from London.
How long did that take you?
A long time.
Approximately.
We left London Friday at lunchtime.
So, all right, and what's
we
that?
We took the Harwich overnight ferry.
Yeah.
Got into the Netherlands on Saturday morning at 8.
Yeah.
Drove to Amsterdam. Then we had some time out. We enjoyed life. We spent the afternoon and evening in Amsterdam at night.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday we drove to Hanover, which is 240 miles. That took the entire day. And then on Monday we did Hanover to Berlin, which also took the entire day. So 2 long days and 2 short days. Doing about 45 miles now.
And
Not on the autobahn.
both of them. You
I
rode
rode
both.
one and my colleague rode the other. That's the helmet I use there, actually. That's why it's at the front of it.
It's all covered with yeah.
Really being used. So just fly marking not there. Now I was the ambassador there, but to the side. So it's a long way. It's quite nice proving there we do 600 miles without any problems.
And charging? Where were you charging them then?
We charge overnight in the Airbnb or hotel.
Right.
So to the individual batteries, we have a van. The van has their batteries. So during the day, every hour and a half, you pull up somewhere safe, swap in your batteries,
Yeah.
and then keep going. An hour and a half later, swapping new batteries, keep going. We did that 8 times across the day. So by the end of that was it. My destination. 5 times.
Impressed?
So lots of planning involved if you're going to do that far with a short. The design's still about 65 miles.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Manchester. I've not seen these around there yet. No.
We've taken it to Manchester for individual campaigns. So we've got some clients that say, can we put 4 bikes in front of Old Trafford versus and we reposition the bikes. So we've done that.
And what do you charge the clients? You know.
Depending on what they want to do. Speak to Admoto about that. Depending on the campaign, we want to target the whole of London on 100 bikes, have all 6 slots, quite a bit of money. If you just want 1 slot for a much smaller area for less time, a lot less. But charges of a few £1,000s upwards, depending on how much you want to do. And yep, and the there's about 100. 3, I think, at the moment in London. At the moment, this time of the day now, probably about 40 on the road. By
Lunchtime,
3, 4
it
o'clock,
gets busier.
they'll all be out.
Very good.
What are you doing in Manchester?
Mine's security based. We do training courses on security installations. So it's a bit different, but I just like seeing new ideas and stuff.
My work for X Squared is really company who's engaged to build this. So at Motor came to us and said, we've got funding, we've got bikes, we know what we want to do, we want to put adverts inside, but you've got to keep it light. You've got to make the whole system incredibly light, but strong enough to can break. You've got to make it as little power as possible, so you can't match the batteries. And
what does the solar power?
that is an air extractor system that kicks in when the sun gets hot. When it gets brighter the sun is, the more heat produced by the sun, the more we need to get air out. So this is a sun-controlled extract system. If you did the bike, when you're driving at higher speed, it uses 600 watts, 700 watts.
Yeah.
To have solar panels to produce that, you have that trailer behind you. So this is purely for an air extraction system. But everyone seems to think it's powering the screens.
It's not enough power. It's power the screens.
Screens get brighter as well. The more the brighter is outside, the brighter the screens
It's
get.
they're auto adjusting.
So in bright sun, they get very bright.
Good. Nice to meet you.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day here.
Thank you. Keep filming it. No, film the thing.
Wearable.
0.56%
That's nice.
alcohol.
That's nice. Bravo.
When was the last time you drank? Last night?
Last night.
Last
yes,
night.
Yes. And in the morning, just I mean, in 10 minutes.
Nothing at breakfast.
No. Mainly at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m.
Right. Okay.
I mean, this there's a result. If you drink in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, no. Okay, it is like
It doesn't work.
I think.
Can I try, please?
Yeah, sure.
I don't drink at all, so
Yeah.
it's got to be zero.
That's my fault. It
Now-
will be
now
a moment
he
of
knows.
truth. Thank you, guys. Okay. Oh, it's fine.
And it can take a image of the person who's gone to blow it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't get someone else to blow for me.
Yeah, I will show just example. My beats number 2. It's even not necessary a straw to do. I'm doing like this test.
Ah,
it's
okay.
Test straw is needed if you have some alcohol for evidential test for clear.
Right, so you can just blow into it just normally.
If I'm coming and saying and dialing Yolanta's number 5, it's not me, it's not mine. And doing the test. Phase not recognized, test not accepted in this case. It means he's checking in the same time who is doing the test. And of course it's access control management. And
So what outputs can go from here to, which access control can it connect to? Any access control
I
system?
mean, yeah,
It's just got an output coming out from it.
Yeah, output coming out to gates and something like that. Output to access control system because gates readers connected to some protocol, and it could be when we transferring this reader signal to access control. If test is passed, we transferring this data. If test not passed, we close.
We don't
it,
even
we don't, and means system not getting signal and everything. It's like gatekeeper in this case.
Is this for fobs?
Yeah, it's for POPs, for most popular POPs.
MyFair.
Yeah, MyFair, 125 kilohertz, 30 megahertz, MyFair, and so on. If you have some, special cards, you can connect external reader here with Wigan protocol or SDT protocol, and use your cards in this case. But I mean, in 99%, this is valid for the cards in this case. Working for the cards.
Where do you make it? Which country?
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Yeah, it's 100% our product, starting from design, hardware.
Manufacturing as well?
Manufacturing as well. I mean, PCB cards we ordering in Lithuania to manufacture, but final manufacturing we doing that one. And it's not only that version. The same device, but I mean, device is it's just 50% of everything. Cloud solution very important, and connectivity with cloud solution, because in cloud it's a face recognition going down. I mean, how to manage these devices? It's services update for these devices. It's like inventory management from the cloud. Customer getting immediate information how many time working each employees in each site and so on. It's a lot of information going to the cloud. But if, for example, I am coming to work in place drunk in this case, just example. Saying, okay, you need
It's
to
picked
do
up, so it needs the evidential
evidential test to
right.
do this one.
Will you dip it in the alcohol a bit?
Yes, I put some alcohol a bit. I'm requiring to do evidential test. Takes time a bit to calculate because alcohol is needed to clean up, calculate everything, and when will be result is ready, 0.92.
Yeah.
And
it will send you a text message.
Yeah, text message came.
So that can go to the manager to say this employee is trace of alcohol.
Face recognized, time, device number, everything. It means immediately manager is getting text message or email message in this case. If you go to web portal, you will see picture, everything in this case. I mean, this.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, main idea is what we see from the statistics. It's about 1% of employees coming intoxicated in this case. Each day.
Each day.
Each day. If you have 100 employees, 1 are intoxicated each day of them. you know, there's some professions like construction.
Construction, yeah, heavy working, heavy machinery,
heavy
and
machinery,
hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Utilities. I mean, in some dangerous places, it's manufacturing as well, where it should not be such people. And you know, it was no how to say successful way how to check that one, because if you have simple breathalyzer and somebody should stand and test everyone, it's quite expensive.
This before they come into work, they need to check.
Exactly,
Right. Okay.
Exactly. We say okay. That's that way. It's needed to find a reasonably safe way and simple way how to do for employees automatic way in this case. And we discovered that system which allowed to check face, to be reliable and to serve a lot of people in this case. In some companies, it's 8,000, 7,000 employees. For this moment, we're checking more than 250,000 employees with that system. Each day coming about 90,000 tests from employees.
And which countries are you supplying it in at the moment?
In European Union in general, mostly we in Lithuania, in Poland, in UK. But we're expanding to the whole European Union. You look at the map. Just a moment. From which area you are?
UK.
UK, okay,
Yeah.
great. And in which area, IT or?
No, we do something different.
Okay.
So we do training courses on security installation. So we train engineers on CCTV, intruder alarms, access control, door intercom.
Low voltage.
Anything low voltage, we do all the training. But I also work with a number of brands where I promote their products. So like Hikvision, Ajax, another Lithuanian company, the one who make the modems, Teltonika. So I work with a number of brands within the industry.
In this case, this low voltage engineers, very good. They have customers, and for them it's quite easy to make installation of these devices and then promote these devices in this case. It's I will show. It's replacement. It's quite easy. You just and that's all. You're taking out. Here you're connecting. This readers.
Yeah.
Vegan protocol or SDP protocol readers. You're just connecting. In this side, you're connecting the relay to gates in this case.
That's all on here.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
If you needed to replace device, we are sending to customer.
Yeah.
Customer just taking out this one, putting on that device, and that's all replacement in this case done. It's quite easy to.
And approximately, what is the cost of this?
Yeah, idea is breathalyzers requiring each 6 months to
Calibration,
cleaning, and
yes.
so on. In this case.
So do they have to send it back to you?
Yeah, sending back to us. Or what we're doing in UK, we have one partner which is doing locally this one. It's not good thing from UK send to us and this.
Cost-wise.
This partner has this knowledge how to calibrate this, how to maintain this equipment.
Okay.
In this case, and they are doing locally this kind of activities, getting some money. What we're doing, we in general selling like service in this case.
Yeah.
In normal cases, they paying about 180 euros per month fee for everything what is included in their service, cloud, device rent, and so on.
So are they renting the service from you? Right. Okay.
For connection, we as well asking few hundred euros for installation, for connection, but it's this low voltage engineers issues in this case question. And it's mostly our service model in this case.
Right. Okay.
If companies, local companies buying and renting in this case, cost is about 1,000 euro approximately for this device with everything.
Okay.
So, but it's about size. Just shortly, I will show map. real-time map where these devices are located. Of course, here it's mostly Lithuania in this case, but if we look to the Europe, it's as well. I mean, it's a lot of devices in the Europe, UK. You see as well. It's
That's where I'm from, Manchester.
okay. It means yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 devices.
Thereabouts. That looks like this is where my work. Sharston Road. Right, I know my office is. Oh no, Sharston. My office is here, within Shore. Here, my office is there.
Okay.
So not that far.
Not far away. I mean, yeah, it means we have a presence in the UK as well, and one of our partners working some of our customers taking away. I mean, these devices.
And then reselling it into the market in the UK.
Reselling in UK it's like first export market is Poland, second is UK for this moment for us. And I mean, we're looking for the partners. Could be the model if somebody would be interesting to resell, especially for low voltage companies, engineers and so on. Because for companies it's quite good thing how to prevent this possibility when somebody, I mean, intoxicated coming. And by the way, benefit in Lithuania we testing, we have 550 companies already who is using that one. Benefit is when you're installing this device, number of people who is coming intoxicated to working place
drops.
so dropping down twice per 2 months already.
And then it'll come down to zero because they know they're not going to get in because they've checked it beforehand.
Exactly, and that is dropping down by 5 times in 3 years approximately. I mean, the result is really incredible of that one. And the companies taking this equipment, paying monthly fees, we all the time updating, all the time, I mean, teaching them if it's needed for services. For partners, what is really good in this case, partners getting not only customer portal, I mean, in this case, but all access to service portal, because you know when you providing service, very important to have tools how to provide the service, how to remotely look what is happening in the device, how to send some logs, take logs some and so on, how to activate or deactivate some services. I mean, it's how to say, it's mostly how to say, adjusted for some sectors like transportation. It is one model, I mean, some services. For production, it's other kind of services.
What if someone who hasn't had any alcohol, but it's picking up a trace, and then it says, sorry, access denied, but the person says, I haven't touched alcohol. Is there a second test that can be done somewhere?
I mean, it's up to process and organization.
Right, okay.
You can do second test here.
Right.
Wait 15, like if you had eat some pie or something.
That's got some alcohol inside that you don't know of. Right,
exactly.
okay.
You momentally can get this, some shock. But
Yes.
in a few minutes you can repeat the
Do it
test.
again and...
System is quite intelligent.
Yeah.
If you had a test with alcohol, it means he immediately say, you take a straw and please repeat the test.
Right,
In this
okay,
case.
so that's like the second step to try and narrow it down. Right,
For
okay.
example, if I did not evidential but indication test with found alcohol, in this case my data is not sending in one moment to the cloud and not informing, saying, okay, you have a second chance to take a straw and to do evidential test. Maybe somewhere, I mean, hands cleaning, equipment with some alcohol.
Yeah,
and
some
so
alcohol
on.
sanitization, something like that.
Yeah,
when you do again with the thing, that's shit, right?
And
Okay.
after that, they will send data about this final test in this case. Means it's
I think it's brilliant.
It's a lot of configuration possibilities because you can say, okay, for some people I am needed to do alcohol tests.
Some people you don't. Some people who are not operating heavy machinery, they don't need the test kind of thing.
I don't remember now ID, but just taking photo and not requesting for me to do alcohol test in this case.
Does
I'm
it?
configuring each employee what to do, how to do.
Has it also got, let's say, facial recognition access control, so it'll pick up the person and let them through?
Yeah, it's not recognized. It's not.
Right, so it's
Yeah.
also facial recognition as well as the alcohol test as well.
Exactly.
As well as being access control reader.
Yeah, exactly. You can configure each employee's what you will to test alcohol or not to test alcohol, to have face photo or not to have photo, and separate.
So you can have 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's in employees you have to test sobriety or
Yeah,
not to test.
yeah. Use facial recognition so you
face
can.
or not
Right,
use.
okay.
Take photo because you have a guest, for example, which is coming to your work.
And you don't
It's
need to
no
take
needed-
tests.
yeah.
Right, I understand.
No,
I understand.
yeah,
I
no
understand.
needed alcohol test or
Yeah.
even no needed photo state. Maybe
Yeah,
needed
yeah.
alcohol test, no needed photos, all possible configuration.
Right.
It is some cases when I mean you needed to have like a lottery. It means how to say
Randomly,
testing.
you do
Yeah,
random
you say,
testing.
For that subdivision, I needed to test 100%, but for that subdivision, just 20% it's enough. Other function is you can set, for
So
example,
however you want it.
yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Test validity. It means if you test it, maybe it's not needed each 10 minutes when you're entering the test. Maybe it's needed just each 4 hours, once per 4 hours to test. You setting when your test for that unit valid 4 hours, and 4 hours you can enter no use it test.
And can I have PIN code entry? What's the PIN code? So if I
Exactly.
forget my card, I can type in a PIN code and get
that
access.
is a really big benefit for some companies, especially construction sectors. They're not interesting to give for every remote cards. in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
case.
yeah.
But they very like when they're dialing PIN code, face recognition,
Yeah.
and it means no need to distribute these cards. In this case, they're not using the RFID cards, just PIN code and face detection. In this case, yeah, I mean. For your country, for our countries, it's as well very important. I mean, data security in this case, because
Yes.
face we certify
GDPR rules,
we
like-
fully, I mean, covering GDPR issues. We certified ISO 27000 standard, which is informational security standard is must to have for this kind of services. And we in Lithuania for in strategical companies even buying the service, which is requiring a lot of things related to security, like Access Directory, Microsoft, implementation, two-factor authentications, and so on and so on. It's, I mean, a lot of security options what each company chooses
Yeah,
how
yeah,
to
yeah,
set up
yeah,
in this
yeah,
case.
Do you have your business? Do you have a business card of your own, please?
Sure, yeah, just a moment. How to say? Very small one in this case, but just for better
Yeah, the key
understanding
features.
in this case.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end, don't look to that contact, just send to me or,
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, it's just short information what is inside. Of course, that page you will find
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It could be great if you, I mean,
I will-
maybe
I
it
will.
be interesting.
Yeah.
to
Definitely,
showcase our market.
definitely. I'll get in touch with you.
And to be open, it's not much such services for companies, for business sector, when you, I mean, for corporates and so on, adjusted with automatical sobriety testing in the market, I mean, in this case.
Yeah.
It is, but with much lower automation level in this case. And it's very convenient, by the way, this one as well device, because with this you can test in remote, I mean, in places. with
This you can
one
do
in remote,
mobile anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you needed to bring all the data coming to the same system.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Not the most comfortable for the passengers in this police car. That is not comfortable at all, I'm guessing. Like, what do you call it? First aid and recovery stuff. Drone. Looks like a DJI, yeah, DJI drone. Just having a look, thank you.
Okay.
Just having a look. Where is it made? In China?
China. I need to update some
Settings
some
in it.
details.
Ah, okay, okay.
Something like that.
The hell is this? Oh, this is it's like a lift. I think it's a lift. Yeah, it is. It's a lift. That's quite a good idea. Is this a lift?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I see it lift up? And what weight can it?
300 kilos.
300 kilos. Up to what height?
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters. So what would that be used for?
Factory. Logistic.
Right.
Logistic.
Okay.
We have different mode. We have different mode. We have different mode of this.
can use for line, connect with the line and different phone.
Right, okay, different attachment. How do you pronounce the Pudu?
Pudu, yes.
Pudu. I've seen you. There's another.
Human, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen another one in China. Unitree.
Unitree, yeah. There's
Another manufacturer.
Another company.
Right, your competitor.
No.
No.
No. Our source is always a cleaning robot, delivery robot.
Right, okay.
You want to-
Thank you very much. Thank you. What's this? Powering. What's the solar panel on there for? Oh, to give the wireless charge to the mobile phone.
All of our products, they have solar power because they off-grid. We usually install them in bus stations and parks and stuff like that. So this is a must, and also to keep us in shape.
And
This is the USB charger. You can plug it.
where's the panels? There's no panel. Oh,
No,
the panels on top of that.
Yes.
Ah.
They're all solar powered. Also the traction in this one. Everything that we do.
Oh, so everything here is solar.
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay. This one is powering what's?
This is the bus shelter. Sorry.
Bike shelf,
pumping,
bike, yeah.
This is the solutions basically that we showcase right here. This is for residential areas like in apartment complexes where people need to park their bikes outside, safe because this is usually closed and we have CCTV and access control. And the other solution that you can see on the TV now, that's the bike hub. And we are placing that in parks and train stations where people need to leave their bicycles safe, but they also need a place to store their things in the locker, like their helmet, their luggage, This is the complete solution that we offer.
What's this one?
That one is a smart bench with slots for bicycles, and it captures humidity from the air and it turns it into water, drinking water, and rainwater, and it filters it and makes drinkable water.
So it's got filters built in.
Yes.
And where does it capture it from the top?
Yes. That's a new project that we've been working on. It's working, but we have to work a bit more on the looks.
That's quite interesting. So it'll give you water from the humidity and also the rain.
It's very heavy.
I can guess.
Back.
Well, how many filters does it go through?
That I don't know, but I can ask my colleagues.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to get an idea. Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Smart bit. You would ask why would you need solar panels and
To give the automatic opening.
Yes, but it also has a compactor that presses trash down, So it's a more efficient use of the space inside it.
Cigarette and cigarette things. Yeah.
That's where you put your bin.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one, I forgot to say, it has ultraviolet sanitation, has a UV light.
One. We're on this stand where pretty much they've got everything which is solar powered. So It's more what we'd use in a smart city. So we're just going to go over and have a look at some of the products that are on there. Right, let's go. Right, 3, 2, 1. So this one is a water fountain. It's got solar panels on the top, and it'll give out hot water, drinking water on the other side, and also one for pets as well. I don't think it's operating at the moment, but you can see one down there for pets, hot water, and within the unit here, you can see where it's got all the different filters and controls and how it heats it up, etc. That's what the solar panel is actually powering up. Okay, next one. You want to bring your bag? So I walked past this poster and saw it said create drinking water from air, which I thought is quite a big statement. So what they've actually designed here is a unit that's got solar panels on top, and then it's got a whole host of other electronics, which they say captures the humidity and turns it into drinking water. Also, it also captures rainwater as well, and it's got a whole host of filters within the unit. Now, the unit isn't live yet, or it's not fully finished, but that's one product which I think would be brilliant. They're saying it's got loads of different filters where the water goes through, but to give drinking water from capturing humidity from the air, that's I'd like to keep an eye on this one. Try this thing out, if possible, please.
Can I ask that you remove your top first? Is that okay?
I've got a microphone on here,
Oh, right.
so it's just all the way wired.
Wearing a wire.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ask that you put it on like a backpack. Also, can you remove anything from your office? Just on the side.
Can I put that at the front?
Oh, do you need that? Oh,
Yeah,
then-
that's a
then it's
microphone.
okay.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. Okay.
Like a backpack.
Like a backpack. Alright, so yeah, you zip that. But first, we need to go around the sides, so continues. Should do this in between demos, but alright, so that's this.
Where are you based here in Berlin?
So the headquarters are in Augsburg,
Okay.
but I'm in Berlin. Most of the executive team are in Berlin, so the CEO. I'm going to now hold the device, and I want you to take these
And pull
then
them.
Just tighten it. Not too tight, but just so it's comfortable.
Yeah. Probably
So
loosen a
I'm
bit
gonna
there. There, that's it. Okay.
So now here,
Yeah.
take this and remove this and this. But now you can take these and sorry, this has been full something was wrong. So now first take this and this
Yeah.
and just pull them tight so it fits properly, and then you just reattach it. And then do the same here.
I feel like I'm going to take off now.
Good jetpack, yeah? Right, so now I need to do the legs. First I need to turn it on, and you're going to feel that they're going to go back. They go into position. And then, sorry, do you mind if I...
Yeah.
Is that comfortable?
Yep, it's fine. Do you want to hold it there?
Alright, so now there's these two clicker things here, and I want you to click those until they're tight, but not obviously just to make it comfortable, because it should fit quite close to the bottom.
Yeah.
Looks good. Okay, so now if you look down at the screen, I can show you the user interface. First, you put in the code, so every work is going to have their own code. You need to stand very still, and it's just calibrating to your body at the moment. So that's done. Okay, so there's 3 features on this device. The first one I want to show you is the walking support. So basically what the walking support does is it's very gently, very subtly going to push behind your legs, and it's going to help you to walk. So for instance, I'll show you later, but if you lift up and then you have to carry something across the warehouse, then
it will help you push along.
Fatigue reduction. So to do that, I go here. And first of all, I'm going to put it to 0%.
Okay.
So you're gonna do it, you won't feel anything.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show you the difference. So now we're at 0%. And now you can take a walk.
Yeah. So
you feel
nothing.
that?
Yeah. Okay.
And then let me turn out to 100. It's subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very subtle, but it does help.
But it helps, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now the main event. This is the main use case, which is obviously you can see is the
Lifting
and logistics. Again, I'm going to put it to 0, so you won't feel anything. And then you can...
Okay. Oh. Yep.
And now let me put it up. I'm just going to put it up to 40, so it's going to be very subtle, but you can try.
Subtle, yeah.
Now let's see what we do. I'm going to put you up to 100 now. Go up to 100. do some repetitive lifts as well, so you can see what it looks like.
Whoa. That's brilliant. I'll be going to the gym as well, actually. Well, I've got to give that.
Now I want to show you the maximum that you can get out of this device. So, this is ultra mode, and I can put you up to 150%. And it's the equivalent to 36 kilogram force.
Okay.
So if you put it on a test dummy,
Yeah.
we attach as much weight as possible, and then it can lift up 36 kilograms.
So this is now 150%.
It's 150%.
Whoa. That is brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah.
So you can imagine if you did that for the whole day, without it, you're going to have a
Your
lot
back
of
would be
you're
gone,
so
yeah.
fatigued that your productivity is going to go down. And imagine throughout your entire career, I mean, the turnover at the moment for people leaving the workforce with back pains.
What's the kind of cost of one of these?
I'm not fully sure of the cost. I'm not a salesperson.
Right. Are you one of the inventor kind of thing?
No, I'm more business analysis. So I'm usually kept behind a desk, but now they let me out today. But I can say as we've scaled, I mean, even in a few years, I think the price is less than half what it was just a few years ago. And it's going to continue to come down.
Just give you a bit of a jolt back, isn't it? You can control it. You can actually control it. So if you come back slowly.
That's the machine learning it.
Ah, so
if
I'm
I
coming.
turn it right up, the idea is that it doesn't jolt you up,
Yeah.
but it learns your movement.
It learns, so
it
if
will
I-
learn from the individual profile of the person behind it. And if you then need to stop, it will hold you in place. And that's the final use case. The people who have to bend over all day and do things on move boxes from side to side.
It's brilliant.
It's going to hold you in place. Let me turn the ultra down. And now you're hanging there. It's just holding it.
Brilliant. Yeah. I'll take one.
So you're joining the Avengers? Is that
Yeah.
what this is?
I don't know what name, but yeah.
And finally,
Good.
okay.
Very impressed. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to
Nice to meet you too.
What's your? Can we connect? Or is it
You can. I'll leave you that. You can
Yeah,
scan. All the details are on there.
Let me just take a picture of that so I don't.
Is that easier so you don't lose it?
Are you from the UK as well?
Yeah.
Where from?
Manchester.
Manchester. Oh, my dad's from Manchester.
Oh, whereabouts?
Do you watch the? He's also a Manchester United.
Oh, you're from Manchester. You're from Manchester.
I'm from London, but
You're from London. Right.
I'm actually from Tottenham.
Oh.
So it was a mixed emotions. But
Yeah.
but it is what it is. Isn't it?
Whereabouts in Manchester?
He grew up across the road from Old Trafford, actually.
Oh, did he?
But that was a long time ago. I'm from Staffordshire.
Right.
So
Okay.
in the Midlands.
Okay.
All right, I'll add you on LinkedIn.
Thank you.
Keep in touch.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Up and running. I see smart camera.
Yes.
How does that work?
So basically that's a smart camera. There's an AI processor on board and we have two high resolution cameras inside.
Right. One's 12 megapixel. One's
Oh no, that's
No, is that something else?
Nowadays goes to the 20.
the 20 megapixel.
Yes, but
Right.
they have different lenses.
Okay.
So we have, with one lens we can look at all the work table. With one lens we have very high resolution focused on a small area.
Okay.
Right? So our first application for the smart camera is within hospitals. So after each surgery, the surgical instruments are being reprocessed. That means they are cleaned, they are disinfected, then they are sorted into trays, and trays consist of, for example, up to 150 instruments for
Okay.
specific surgery.
Okay.
Right? And then they are disinfected, sterilized, and then shipped to the surgery. So we make sure that all the necessary instruments are placed inside the tray, that the surgeon has all the instruments he needs when doing the surgery. Because it happens frequently that
Where they get mixed up.
they get mixed up, right? They miss certain parts of instruments, for example, that they cannot be assembled in the surgery. They are assembled in the wrong way. That can also be an option. And missing instruments. Yeah. So until now, it's a totally manual counting control. And when you have manual counting, it always leads to errors. Right? Especially if you work in late and night shifts, and this is the case here.
Yeah.
Because during the day there are the surgeries, and in the night, in the night shift, the people, mostly in the cellar of the hospitals, they clean everything and work up. Yeah, and prepare for the next surgery, for the next day.
So your AI works alongside.
Yes.
So is the camera being developed by yourselves as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It's a passively cooled system, so there's no airflow running, so it has very low maintenance. Right? It's just electrical components. We have the processor on board that is very important for hospitals.
Yeah.
Because especially in Germany, cloud connection from hospitals is really a really new case. They're starting right now with that, and they always ask for security reasons, can we have the processing on board?
Okay.
If you want to do processing online, it's really hard.
Right. Okay.
Especially if you want to ship big images,
Data.
big data.
Yep. Okay.
They say just we cannot do that. We're not prepared. So yeah, we designed the camera as such. So it's like a barcode scanner for the entire workspace,
Right.
but you don't need barcodes. We recognize the instruments based on images. Right? Our AI recognizes the images based on the shape, on the color, and so on.
Can I take one of your leaflets, please? Thank you. And
So the company, we are Animentis, and the camera we call Surlock. It stands for Circular Logistics, and it could also mean like Sherlock. You know the
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
We can help in all use cases where you have to identify objects, to sort them, to route them, for example, in logistics to route A, route B, and where it's not sure that you have clearly visible markers, barcodes, for example.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for your time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.